Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back.
So we just wanted to give you guys a quick little update on a few things. It's been, an interesting day, to say the least. We really would have gone and done our shopping in a few more days, but I didn't want to take the chance of anything happening and being far away from home, because when we go do our shopping, it's about an 80-mile round trip. 80, 90 miles is what we cover. We live out in the boonies on purpose, and yet that's not the longest. We used to be, gosh, it was a 4 to 5 hour endeavor when we were out in the desert. But the sun is really acting up. It's the timing of many things. You see space weather news here. The sunspot responsible for all this solar flaring for the most part. It is one of the most prolific on record and most dynamic in 20 years. And again, the sunspot is comparable in size and scope to the one that produced the Carrington event, which again, if that was to go ahead and be duplicated, we would be in deep doo-doo. Yes, in this world with all the technology, chances are very high that we would have major grid outages, all sorts of chaos. And it might take a while to rectify that. All the while, we have WW3 looming. We have a weakening geomagnetic condition on the planet itself as we're in a reverse pole reversal as well. Now, that still may take a long time, relatively speaking. But at the same time, we have the ascension going on, the ascension of consciousness, at least for those that are staying organic. And a lot of people are feeling off. Honestly, both of us, and also we spent most of the day with a friend, or a good portion, with our friend doing our shopping, and all of us have had this low-grade headache all day and a lot of pressure in the head. And I recognize the pressure. It's something that's come through at periodic times as the third eye has been expanding and growing. And that is what is happening for many of you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. There's a lot of people saying things on social media that I've noticed who are understanding of the Ascension symptoms, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people are having this headache, this low-grade headache right in the forehead. So someone texted me and they wanted to know, okay, well, what is going on? What's the most important thing I need to do, in preparation with the sun? Is the sun going to take the grid out? And, well, we look at all the arrows and we have to take them seriously. But what is our most important next step? And I told her, you've done probably all you can do in the 3D if this is going to strike soon. The most important thing you need to do is take care of your body. You need to drink water. You need to get rest. You need to, whatever you have time for, ensure that the animals have extra food or whatever. But I think we've had a lot of preparation time. And with something like this, take care of your body, because that's what's going to pull you through anything that is really, really difficult.
Absolutely. And if you could see this, the amount of energy that's been released heading our way from the sun is pretty spectacular. Earth is this dark one right here, and we are being bombarded by it. And it is, in reality, it's a wonderful thing because it's going to trigger our evolution. And yes, there is evolution. It's not Darwinian necessarily. And there is also, and has been, creation and recreation on this planet as well. So, again, you don't have to believe in one thing and not another. This is what the system always tries to do. Meanwhile, the FDA is preparing for a bird flu pandemic that could kill, they say, 1 in 4. Come on. Are you serious? We understand what happened and what they did back in 2020. As you see, they're showing you bleeding from the eyes. Again, build your immune system and detox daily. Detox. It's the food we are taking in. It's the water we're taking in. It's the air. Again, this has something to do with where we have been in a dark Kali Yuga, the power structure is a very, very dark entity that literally feeds off of all of us all the time in more ways than one. And Twitter, the Great Awakening has been, it's not there at the moment, but it was on the previous post. It's been trending, and a lot of people are awakening. There's a lot of things that we're awakening to, like this. At this point, does anyone trust anything? And you could put the FDA, the WHO, the CDC, the UN, the WEF. And I've been looking at a lot of the quotes. No, it doesn't seem like most people trust any of the official sources anymore. That's part of the Great Awakening. Absolutely. It would be wonderful if they become completely irrelevant. And that means that the whole system has to change. They say H5N1 bird flu was found at 6 more dairy farms, including 4 in Michigan, 1 in Idaho, and 1 in Colorado. So this raises the total of 42. Again, in so many states, raw milk is illegal, and raw milk can really help people with gut issues. Cindy we mentioned that she got off all her thyroid medication. It was mostly through dietary changes and increasing the amount of animal fats in her diet. Other things as well, it's something that took time, but she has totally gotten clean. The medical system is one in which it builds these layers of dependency, and it does wreak havoc with our immune systems. So, in my mind, this is my whole opinion has been, stay as far away from DRs as possible and eat as naturally as possible. Make sure you get physical activity and get out in the sun. The sun is amazing, and the guides were coming through and talking about the sun. Here you see a boy who was injured by a you-know-what, an ouchie, and you know what? He had all sorts of issues, couldn't even talk, and they did a heavy metal detox on him, and he's doing much better. Wonderful. That's a blessing. Again, thanks Larry Cook for always putting out the word. The NWS says it can't post all warnings in real time because Twitter is limiting automated tweets now. It's not just B&O. Many sources are coming through and saying this, meaning if there's a tornado that's down and it just touched down around the corner from you, you're not going to know in real time anymore. You gotta question everything about this system, and some of us have always questioned everything about this system. You have to look at the bigger picture, and the U.S. is the top donor to United Nations, International Organization for Migration. So in other words, who is really funding all these illegal immigrants coming into our country in the U.S.? We are. It's our tax dollars. Yeah, I read another thing where it said the IRS was going to go against people that threaten the existence of the IRS and the system. Oh, yeah, because it's getting to the point where it's all pretty damn obvious. This has been a good old boys club the whole time. And, we're not all in it. And there really never should be a good old boys club in the first place, or good old gals. Basically who you know. It's always who you know, and it's being indoctrinated into the system. The system then gets dirt on you and keeps you in the system through the dirt, or at the threats of exposing the dirt. You have the system working with all sorts of gangs, the Ecuadorian gang Los Lobos, and of course cartels. They're working hand in hand with known black hats. This should not be a big revelation, because the biggest drug kingpins are the governments. They've always been. It's just the way it is. They are the black hats. There are no white hats when it comes to any government on the planet. Interesting. 2 things we're being sprayed with: barium and aluminum. Wow. Interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You can't make this stuff out. It literally does spell out Baal on the periodic table. Again, giving a pretty good clue that we are in a matrix. And this is at the bottom of the sea off the coast of Peru. Perfectly circular. And it looks to have some sort of imprint on it, and almost kind of like a Y shape or something. It's curious. 6.8 kilometers in diameter. That's big. Is this a complete submerged city? Is it a gigantic mothership? I don't know.
Feels pretty big.
Yeah, absolutely. It does feel pretty big. There's a lot of interesting things in Peru, like the Paracas skulls that we've talked about so many times. Somebody got some fangs going there or what? Those teeth look a little bit odd too. Where the sutures are not Homo sapiens. They're not. And the cranial capacity is far greater. This is not somebody slapping boards to a baby's skull and elongating it. And here's a unique, very small individual with a very, very large head. Again, there's been a lot of DNA samples taken. Humanoid, absolutely. But again, it doesn't match the indigenous people of the area. So, the reality is Homo sapiens is a mongrel, and it's made up of many different ETs. Many different ETs from many different places. Now, here's some good news. A rescued man reunited with his dogs in the flood-hit Brazilian state of Rio Grande do Sul. Pure love there. You could tell he is just so happy to have his babies back, and that's so understandable. Again, take care of your pets in these times too. So absolutely, we're going to be sticking very near the house for the foreseeable future, but we're stocked up. Got some more plants to put into the ground. We got some more in today. Just basically doing the homesteading thing, and we'll keep an eye out for the news and share with you as we get more info. As always, we want to thank everybody for your support over on Patreon. We do have an update coming from, again, the Galactic Federation, and a little bit more clarity on exactly how vast the cycle of the yugas really is, because it's something that's really kind of hard to grasp when you get down to it, but it is the key to everything.
Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.